Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. So let's just address the elephant in the room. Here we are in 2026, surrounded by some absolutely incredible, mind-blowing AI technologies. But if we're being totally honest, a lot of us are dealing with some serious AI tool fatigue. It's totally overwhelming, right? There are endless new releases, and you're constantly left wondering, okay, but which one am I actually supposed to use? Well, today we are going to fix that. We're going to master the current generative AI landscape and build out your very own personal AI tool belt. Let's break this whole thing down.
Whenever the topic of AI comes up, there's always one specific question people ask right out of the gate. Which AI is actually the strongest? It makes sense, right? Everyone is looking for that one absolute ultimate answer. But here's the thing. Right now, in 2026, that is literally the worst question you could possibly ask. And we're going to uncover exactly why that is.
All right, let's dive into this. Here's our quick roadmap for today. First, ending AI selection confusion. Second, the standard big three. Third, AIs integrating with workspaces. Fourth, specialized for research and automation. And finally, by purpose, choosing optimally.
Okay, Section 1, ending AI selection confusion.
So going back to that question about finding the strongest AI, the real answer is that you have to completely let go of the myth that there's one single AI to rule them all. It just doesn't exist. The major generative AI tools out there right now are basically like specialized tools in a craftsman's tool belt. You wouldn't use a hammer to drive in a screw, right? The biggest secret to success here is simply looking at the specific job right in front of you and snapping the absolute best tool into place, kind of like a giant puzzle.
To really hammer this home, there's a fantastic quote directly from our source material that says it perfectly. Choosing based on the task is the most efficient approach. It really is that simple. We have to shift our mindset away from expecting a magical do-everything wand and start treating these AIs as the highly practical, specialized utilities they actually are.
Moving right along to Section 2, the standard big three.
So these three are pretty much the foundational titans of the current AI industry. We're talking about ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude. And while they might seem similar at first glance, they actually have some very distinct personalities. ChatGPT is amazing for broad, everyday tasks and rapid-fire idea generation. Gemini is an absolute powerhouse when it's linked up to the Google ecosystem. And Claude? Claude is just incredible when it comes to high-quality reading and writing. Let's actually break these down a bit more. First up is the one we all know, ChatGPT. Think of this as the versatile center of your tool belt. It is the ultimate all-arounder. As the world's most widely used standard AI, it doesn't just do text. From a single interface, it handles data analysis, web searches, and even high-quality image generation through DALL-E 3. Plus, you can highly customize it using your own specific GPTs. Basically, if you just want a standard, super flexible assistant that can tackle a little bit of everything, this is your go-to.
Now contrast that with Claude. If ChatGPT is your jack-of-all-trades, Claude is your meticulous, detail-obsessed writer. Its biggest superpower is generating incredibly natural text that actually sounds like a human wrote it, no more weird robotic phrasing. It also boasts a massive memory, processing up to 1 million tokens. To put that into perspective, you can literally feed it gigantic instruction manuals or hundreds of pages of legal contracts all in one single go. For tasks that demand high accuracy, like reviewing complex code or writing that really needs a human touch, Claude is absolutely brilliant.
All right, Section 3. AIs integrating with workspaces.
Now, choosing between Gemini and Microsoft Copilot might seem complicated, but actually, scratch that, it's incredibly simple. It 100% boils down to which ecosystem you already live in every day. Google's Gemini is natively integrated straight into Google Workspace, meaning it lives inside your Gmail and Google Sheets, and it links directly to Google Search. On the flip side, Microsoft Copilot lives natively inside Microsoft 365. So if you spend your day in Word, Excel, or Teams, Copilot is right there, ready to cross-search all your internal company data and meeting transcripts. Like I said, super simple choice.
Next up, Section 4, specialized for research and automation.
Now, what's really fascinating here is Perplexity. You can think of Perplexity as your ultimate, uncompromising fact-checker. It operates like an interactive search engine, but its strict, non-negotiable rule is that it always, and I mean always, explicitly cites its source URLs for every answer it gives. This is a total game-changer for professionals who are terrified of blindly trusting AI hallucinations. If you need rock-solid competitor analysis, reliable market trends, or just trustworthy research, you literally cannot beat this tool.
And then there's GenSpark, which takes automation to a whole different level. GenSpark isn't just a chatbot, it's a fully autonomous agent. You just give it a prompt, and step 1, it goes off and investigates multiple sources totally on its own. Step 2, it organizes and deeply analyzes all that raw data. And then step 3, it automatically generates the final presentation slides or comparison tables for you. It's completely hands-off. It totally eliminates the tedious manual labor of researching, summarizing, and formatting.
Finally, Section 5. By purpose, choosing optimally.
So, what does this all mean for you? Let's bring it all together into an ultimate cheat sheet. Map this against whatever is bottlenecking your day right now. If you need flawless natural writing or coding, you go with Claude. If you need real-time research backed by hard citations, fire up Perplexity or Gemini for deep web search. For automating things right inside your daily Office apps, choose Copilot or Gemini based on your ecosystem. If you want an agent to handle everything from raw research to a finished slide deck, GenSpark is your best friend. And hey, if you're still just completely undecided and want a bit of everything, the all-rounder ChatGPT is definitely the way to go.
So here is the final practical advice straight from the source material. Please do not try to master all 6 of these AIs at once. That is exactly how you get tool fatigue. Instead, identify the one single task that eats up most of your day. Then select just 1 or 2 tools that specifically solve that problem and test them out on their free plans first. Start small. It is absolutely the fastest route to making AI your ultimate ally.
You know, the AI industry has fully moved past the whole which bot is the smartest phase. We're officially in the highly practical, which specific task can this automate for me phase. It really is time to stop fighting tool fatigue. So, knowing what you know now about their unique superpowers, looking at your to-do list for today, which AI assistant are you going to hire first? Think about it. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next explainer.